I do not want to be one of those that seem like I always have to bring some type of word of correction or bring some wisdom or some knowledge or truth that everybody ain't talking or they not really trying to hear. But oftentimes, or no, I'm not going to say oftentimes, you were trained since you were a child. You've been trained in the thing that you've been called to. You've been trained in the thing you've been called to since you were a kid. And you just need to actually ask the Lord to open your eyes. You need to go back and reflect on that childhood that you had. But I'm going to share one thing with you about that, why I know that I've been called to correction. I've been called to enlighten people with wisdom and truth. Almost every elementary school teacher I ever had have been the strictest of the strictest. I don't know. It's like there's always that one teacher that was like, oh, I don't want her. I don't want her. I always got the one that I didn't want. Everybody else teachers was sweet, nice. You know, they was doing stuff. Everybody knew the teacher that I always end up to get with, and it was just not one. It was multiple. I always got the super strict teacher, like military type of teacher, and I just be like, what is this and why? Well, side note, I did come from a 2-parent home, but I did not have a lot of structure in home. My home lacked structure and structure and order, I guess. Like, things were out of place a lot in my home, but God seen it fit that I would know order. I would know structure, and I would know wisdom. Matter of fact, I have a respect and a grace for structure and wisdom because that's how I was trained. Matter of fact, don't be too nice to me, because then I'm like, is it for my good? Is it really for my good? You know, I look at things like that now. If it's too easy, I think, is it for my good? Because I understand that there is a work. There's a work that's required. There's a work that's required. And there's also strength in training that's required. So I just wanted to say that, because I do not want you to be discouraged. And do not be discouraged in humble beginnings. Do not be discouraged in the way that you grew up. Do not be discouraged because you are the first to do it. You are the first to do it because it's your job. Nobody did it before you because it's your job. Nobody could do it like you. Nobody can make it sound like you. Nobody can present it like you. And nobody can beat you than you. So I would encourage you on today to take hold of what's yours. And even though you may think that you're in the beginning, you're right where you're supposed to be. Ask God for help. Ask God to help. Ask God for help. He's the only one that really wants